Lanterns of the Forgotten Sea. The sea stretched endlessly in every direction, a deep black mirror reflecting the star-speckled sky. The only sounds on the deck of the Seawind were the creaking of the timbers and the soft lap of waves along the hull. Captain Alara Thorne stood at the bow, eyes sharp and searching, fingers tightening around the worn wooden rail. The night was unnaturally still, the wind all but vanished. Yet, ahead of her, something flickered, a faint, ethereal glow, like fireflies stranded upon the water's surface. For weeks, tales had reached her ears. A trail of ghostly lanterns appearing far beyond the usual shipping lanes, weaving a path across the forgotten sea. A place most sailors avoided, fearing tempests and sea monsters. But Alara was never one to shy from mystery, especially one that might lead to treasure or hidden lore. Tonight, under the shimmering galaxies of the void, she would follow those lights, no matter where they might lead. The glowing orbs danced just beyond the bow, wavering and dipping in patterns uncharacteristic for lanterns held by sailors. Their light was cold, almost translucent, shifting through pale blues and greens like moonlight trapped in crystal. As the Seawind rolled gently with the swell, Alara gave orders to follow, never losing sight of the surreal procession. Hours stretched into dawn, and still the lights beckoned. The sea began to shift in color. The black waters gradually gave way to shades of deep turquoise, then crystalline aquamarine that shimmered beneath the waves. Beneath the water's glassy surface, shapes emerged, immense structures built of coral and stone, etched with glowing runes that pulsed faintly like the heartbeat of some slumbering giant. The ocean floor seemed alive, the ruins of a city sprawling outward in spiraling terraces and towering spires that hinted at a civilization both ancient and awe-inspiring. Alara's breath caught. These lanterns, they were no ghosts, but guides, perhaps remnants of those who once inhabited this sunken metropolis. Her heart hammered with curiosity and a pang of apprehension. To discover an entire city beneath the waves, still pulsing with some kind of life, was beyond any sailor's wildest dreams. "Captain," whispered First Mate Yoren from behind, eyes wide. "What manner of place is this?" Alara shook her head, eyes fixed forward where the water helmed a luminous gate of coral archways framing the city's entrance. Something forgotten, something waiting. The Seawind sank lower as if drawn by an invisible force, the sea itself curving gently to embrace the vessel as it crossed an unseen threshold. Then, as if spilling from the depths below, the ghostly lanterns multiplied, their lights filling the water all around like countless stars trapped beneath the waves. The air thickened as a silvery mist rose up, swirling past the deck, cold and salty but tinged with the electric hum of magic. From that mist, figures began to appear, translucent forms clad in shimmering armor, their faces serene yet unreadable, eyes glinting with knowledge from eons past. "The city of the deep," murmured Yoren. "The sea spirits our legends spoke of, thought lost with the last great tide." Alara nodded slowly, feeling a surge of reverence that settled deep within her bones. If they still guard these ruins, they must be the keepers of this city's secret. The captain commanded her crew to follow the spirits as they led the Seawind into the heart of the underwater city. To her astonishment, the waters parted like glass, revealing air pockets and pathways beneath enormous glass-like domes that shielded the ancient streets. Within these shelters, the city pulsed with vibrant life. Gardens bloomed with glowing flora, fountains spouted crystalline streams, and creatures of myth, fish with luminescent fins, giant seahorses, and silver-scaled dragons, glided gracefully through the streets. "This place. It breathes," whispered Alara, stepping onto a floating platform that descended from the ship to the city's surface. The moment her feet touched the stones beneath the dome, the glow of the runes intensified, and a welcoming warmth spread through her, dispelling the chill of the sea. From the city's grand plaza emerged a figure, tall, regal, their hair flowing like kelp and eyes like polished sapphires. "Welcome, sailor of the surface," the voice was melodic, echoing softly like a lullaby beneath the water. "We are the last keepers, the remnants of a civilization swallowed by time and sea. You have crossed the veil few dared to dream of." Alara bowed her head respectfully. "I am Captain Alara Thorn of the Seawind. Your lanterns called to me. What fate befell your city? And why do you linger in this forgotten place?" The figure gestured toward the crystal spires glittering in the fading sunlight trapped within the dome. "Long ago, greed and war led our people to defile the sea's sacred depths. The ocean's wrath was swift and merciless. We were swallowed beneath the waves, yet spared by the ocean spirits to guard our knowledge and protect the balance. We linger here, bound to the city, waiting for one from beyond the surface to hear our tale, to remember us, and perhaps, to restore what was lost." Alara stepped closer, the weight of their words settling upon her like a mantle. "How can I help? How can we restore balance?" "By rekindling the flame of respect for the sea," the last keeper replied. "The ghostly lanterns you followed were guidance, a test of your heart. The ocean still needs champions to heal its wounds, guided by wisdom, not conquest." As the dawn broke on the horizon above, the city beneath the waves shimmered with reborn hope. Alara knew her journey was only beginning, not a quest for gold or glory, but a solemn oath to heal the bond between sea and sky, surface and depths. The lanterns glowed brighter around her now, no longer ghostly but radiant, illuminating a path toward a future where forgotten truths and ancient magic would awaken anew. With a steady hand, Alara raised the ship's sail. The Seawind would carry this legacy back to the world above, an emissary of the lost city beneath the waves, where the sea's forgotten heart still beat strong. Like and subscribe for more stories.